FTW. You mad? FTW broadcasting here for the win, working in tandem with the TGN League of Legends team. I had the pleasure of co-casting the offstage for our TGN League Tournament number 2 this weekend. It was a smashing success. Reboot Gaming pulled down that $300 top prize, as well as some XSplit licenses. If you guys want to check out all those videos from the TGN League Tournament number 2, check out the link in the video description below to the TGN League of Legends channel. Also, there's a link to the show and the playlist down there. Tons of epic videos. This game, however, is starting right now. Before I hit play on this game, we're basically a few minutes behind live on this high elo featured match. Take a look at the kills here in the bottom. Looks like early game Akali got a kill. There's 4 assists on Akali's side, so it looks like it was a 5-man gank right onto this Alistar with 1 death. So this Alistar, who's returning to the bottom lane, has already been killed. Akali already has first blood. That's about all you missed. Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go. Bottom lane matchup. On the blue side, we've got Glambitions playing as Akali, an interesting bottom lane pickup for high elo play. Going to be complemented by this regular skin Taric Heart Healer. Unfortunate that's not a pink skin, but regardless, Taric not exactly the best matchup with Akali, as Akali does do a lot of magic damage generally. Taric generally is going to complement an attack damage hero way better, of course, because he can strip off that armor, and his ultimate does add to your attack damage, but of course it does add to your ability power as well, so there is definitely some synergy there. The matchup there against a nice solid combo here. Kimbu Tambe, murdered that name, playing Alistar support along with Varus as the AD, Tatsumlo. So decent matchup up on the bottom. I'd say that this Varus-Alistar combo in terms of pure comp is stronger. Looks like there's a gank up top though, as Kayle coming out of the woods there. Kayle serving as the jungle for the red team. Let's go ahead and introduce him. Frontier JPN with the red buff coming in there with that early gank. You're seeing a lot of that type of aggressive play in high elo matches where the jungle comes out of the woods at around level 1, even level 2, sometimes even level 1. I'm seeing a ping down at the bottom. Looks like Lee Sin, the blue jungle. Ho Bizzle's the guy's name. Looks like he's got an interest in ganking bottom with that blue-red double buff. The top matchup, in case you missed it a moment ago, Ivan Pavlov playing as Garen. He's going to be up there top solo along with Jax as Sunakura. But regardless, here comes the gank bottom. Lee Sin not connecting with the kick necessarily though, but the stun and the slow did go off on Varus. Varus getting ignited, he goes down immediately. Pretty sure Alistar is going to escape. Nice kill there, nice effective gank by Lee Sin. Lee Sin picking up the kill on that Varus rather than Akali, but regardless, it's okay if your jungle gets it. I think Kayle is going to have a thirst for blood here, is going to want revenge. Kayle with about 50% HP, not getting spotted because there's no ward in the river there by this Garen. Garen is a really, really tough top solo to pick up. He spins to win out of that situation, can generally survive. Let's see if he gets a little too aggressive. Kayle moving in with the slow, but there's that Garen spin to win. Is that going to save his life? This Garen will probably survive. I don't see Jax diving this entirely. No, forced to pull back as Jax getting down to 100 HP. 100 HP. So in the top lane, what do you guys think in the audience? Post in the comments. Personally, in the top lane, I think Jax is stronger than Garen is at this time. I do like Garen. I love Garen a lot. Spin to win is awesome, and also the Demacia. I really just like Garen in the bottom lane on Troll teams. He's not really used too much in high elo play. Getting focused down once again. This Kayle has a thirst for blood in that top lane, wants to make sure that this top lane is successful. Now Jax is going to be able to farm as he please. Oh no, here comes Lee Sin, spotting the both of them, landing the kick right on that Jax, finishing him off. Lee Sin picking up 2 kills, now exhausting that Kayle to try to save his own life. Can the Kayle get in here for this kill? Effectively getting the slow off there. Lee Sin kicking out of that situation. Whew, that was close for Lee Sin. Very nice job by Lee Sin. 2 kills already. Blue team up 3-1. Very, very nice. In the bottom lane, hot action here. This Akali's forced to pull back to the bush. Taric now sort of chasing down Varus. Taric going to be unable to do enough damage to finish off that Varus. Varus going to be forced to pull back to the tower. Looks like Alistar took a significant amount of damage there. Alistar with only 100 HP, but he does have his Fairy Charm, so he's going to be able to spam a little bit of heal. But nope, Tarek's headed home. Both of them are headed home to shop since they have the creeps pushed against the enemy tower. Let's check in with mid then. We've got Rise here. I didn't introduce him earlier. Rise being played by Mr. Yeah. A Rise versus Anivia combo. Who is stronger? Got to give it to Anivia. Anivia is such a strong, high skill cap champion in the mid lane. You don't really see Anivia get played much. When you see Anivia in high elo matches, it's generally somebody who's very practiced with Anivia. It's all about that skill shot. It's all about the skill shot. The Flash Frost, very difficult. It's very difficult to properly use Anivia. If you do, you can dominate. Rise, however, is more or less a decent introductory champ to learn this game with. Namely because his hold is just essentially a click and go. Rise getting grilled down there, low HP, nice wall there, blocking him off. Will Kale be able to come in on the slow? Kale does not land the slow, but that Anivia, he does. He's diving this. He's going all out diving this. Rise unable to turn around and get that hold on Kale, which would have secured that kill. Kale does not level 6. He wouldn't have been able to save himself a kill mid. Red team needed that because they were down on kills. Very effective use of that Anivia. Nice job on the Flash Frost there. Very, very effective with the Crystallize as well. Beautiful wall placement, securing that kill on the Rise. I gotta say, neither team really has enough wards in the river right now to protect themselves. Tark has put one here in the triangle bush on the blue side. Garen now has a ward down here, having learned his lesson from earlier. He's gonna know this Kale is coming. Hopefully he'll be able to back out in time. Looks like he will. Kale getting spotted. So, red team. Where's the wards, red team? We're gonna need to see those soon. We're gonna need to see those soon. Alistar not really needing to put a ward in the bush here. He's really able to dominate these bushes against almost any other support that you see out there with the exception of Janna. Janna able to send the tornadoes up the bush, just straight up the gut like a bowling alley. Can knock out anybody out of those bushes and regain control. With Akali sitting here in the bushes, just gonna chill and last hit in the meantime, seeing a ping top. This Kale is taking an extreme interest in this top lane. Not really showing much love to the bottom lane. I guess the bottom lane doesn't need it, he determines. A little bit of harass dazzle there from Tarek. I love Tarek. Personally, I play Tarek quite a bit. Lee Sin, just kind of trolling around in the woods here. He's sort of in a awkward position. He's in between a Kale and a Anivia and a Jax. Is Jax going to decide to move in? No, he's just chilling in the triangle bush. Looks like this Lee Sin is going to try to steal this red. Let's see if he's able to do it. No, he decides to run off. Not going to steal the red. He's going to try to gank at the top lane. He's probably not going to get it. No, he didn't get spotted by that ward. He went the correct route to avoid that. Coming in the right direction, successfully getting off the kick. Will this Garen survive? The Garen hasn't been ignited. The last tick of this Ignite, no, he pops his heal pot. Even though it had a decreased amount of healing, he was able to survive there. Lee Sin being so freaking effective this game. Oh my, Jax had a hard time there. Anivia coming in on the gank. Oh no, I think this Akali is doomed. Tarek decides to flash out to save his life. A little bit of stealth there. Saved Akali. Oh my. Oh my. This Anivia was unable to secure that kill. Oh boy. That could have been a double kill if used effectively, if that stun would have properly connected. Disgusting skill shot there. It's all about that Flash Frost with Anivia. Anivia players, practice up before you hop into ranked games. Very, very tough champ to learn. Rise is now starting to farm mid. Speaking of farms, let's take a look at everybody's CS, see if anybody's pulling ahead. Rise and Anivia pretty even. Anivia only up by 48. In the bottom lane, Akali versus Varus. Who's got more? Varus has a decent amount more. 66 over 48. At the 9-minute mark, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent advantage. I mean, that's going to come along with just being a range champ versus a melee champ. Not to mention, as a melee champ, you have to deal with this Alistar in your grill. This pulverizes and headbutts are stunting Akali's farm. In the top lane, they're just going back and forth, doing that bruiser thing. Jax could probably jump this Garen and get this kill. I'm not sure if he really wants to take that risk right now. He's just farming. This Kale being very, very patient. Been very effective so far in ganking in the top lane. Let's see if the Kale's able to make something happen on this Rise. It's really going to depend, yeah, on that Anivia stun. Anivia attempting the stun there. Didn't work out. Here he goes. Rise extended by a little bit. Nice wall, nice slow. Pulling off the slow there, hitting the skill shot. It looks like the Kale's gonna dive. The Kale can dive. The Kale can dive because he had his ultimate. He didn't even need to use his ultimate. My phone going off there. Sorry about that, guys. My phone going off there. Huge dive up top with the Lee Sin. The last tower hit. He's able to survive with 22 HP. Oh my. What a perfectly calculated dive bot. No! Anivia and KO coming in here. Will they be able to get this Garen? Garen escapes, barely escapes with his life. That was a really tough spot to be in. A really, really tough spot. Picking up that kill. It was more or less a 1-for-1 exchange in the top lane. Nobody really got an advantage there. We're tied up 5-4 in kills. Everybody's pretty much even on gold. Nice flash pulverize from Alistar to secure that kill on Akali. Akali is really starting to fall behind now. Did you see the great placement on that headbutt there against the wall? Pushing Tark against that wall, keeping him out of the tower range for the maximum amount of time possible. Tark able to pick that up though. Alistar, even with the ultimate, unable to survive all those tower hits. Always hilarious to see a Tark pick up a kill. Disgusting action. Looks like the red team's up by 500 gold right now. Not too much of an advantage. One interesting thing to note, we haven't seen a dragon pickup yet. Normally around the 10-minute mark, we see a dragon pickup. These teams are going to start getting hungry for that for sure. What the hell is this Jax doing? Just chilling in the bush, sitting on his healing pot. Missed an auto attack opportunity there a moment ago. I guess he didn't really care. Gonna go pull back. He's not even concerned. To be quite honest, I think Jax is just that much more powerful as a champ right now in comparison to a Garen. Garen going to be very effective in low to mid elo matches and high elo matches, though. Jax going to trump him. Let's take a look at the action in the bottom lane. Varus sort of overextending there, allowing this Lee Sin to come in from the jungle. He's got the red buff and the gank. This Varus is screwed. He didn't see Lee Sin coming. He was able to avoid that ward, I believe. He was able to come through the triangle bushes. I didn't see the pathing that he took. If that Lee Sin went by that red ward and he still didn't back up in time, that would have been sad. Oh no, Jax able to survive there because he was at the end of those ignite ticks. Nice gank by Kayle top, nice gank by Lee Sin bottom, even exchange. Both top and bottom lanes losing someone. We're tied at 7-7 on kills. Blue team picking up the dragon, so now they have pulled ahead in gold by 300. So we're more or less evening things up. Another dive mid, another effective wall in the mid lane. Anivia being so freaking disgusting with those walls. Did you see that wall placement? He didn't care if he was on the tower, just place a nice wall there, and there's some really nice synergy with this Kayle gank. Really nice synergy. With Kayle on board, you can tower dive like a mofo because of Kayle's ultimate. Kayle hasn't had to even use it because of those really nice walls from Anivia. Good job, good job. Vision ward being placed in the middle of the lane here, really smart idea. Putting that vision ward there, essentially negating Akali altogether in terms of the stealthiness. Really, that's Akali's main advantage, right? Nice vision ward there. Let's see what Akali's able to do in terms of farm. Only 78 on the CS. Varus with 87, but that's because Varus has died twice. Akali has only died once. Nice job there by Varus, harassing, doing a little burst damage. With this Akali going home, okay, Tark will be able to pick up the slack. I was about to say, if neither of them are there, that tower might go down. We'll see if this Alistar and Varus decide to push their laning advantage here. Varus doing a great job of farming. Seeing some pings in the river here, I'm not sure what that's all about. Jack's gonna head to the top lane again. What you see with high elo players in the top lane, they're not so much interested in going on one-on-one duels and killing each other, or really necessarily pushing down that tower, is what I meant to say. They're more interested in picking up creep kills up until about the 16-minute mark. Disgusting gank here with both Garen and Lee Sin. They decide to pull back because Jax can turn it around on you in tower range. I think that they could have pushed that and gotten the kill on Jax, but that would have been a bad decision considering Anivia was coming in here to support that. Anivia might have been able to finish that off in a double kill, but that is speculatively speaking. Oh no, Kayle hiding in the bushes. He went the correct route. They didn't even know Kayle was there. That is freaking disgusting. Kayle being so effective with these ganks. Akali juking out of the bushes there. Can Akali survive? Akali's gonna go FTW to try to get this Varus kill, but it's not gonna work out. Oh my, with an Akali and an Alistar chilling in the bushes, they got completely rock-sized. 2 easy kills picked up there. The patience of this Kayle coming out of the bushes at the right time, really working out for him. Jax in the top lane in a tough spot. Is this going to be a complete dive? Jax doing a good job of juking, making sure that the tower does the maximum amount of damage possible. Jax with only 19 HP, Lee Sin picking up the kill there. Wow, this Lee Sin has been very effective, 5-in-1. Is this Anivia going? Oh no! Oh no, Garen gets stunned and walled there and ignited. Nice job, Anivia, finally able to pick up that kill, finally able to get that cleanup that Anivia's been trying to get all game. You don't want to feed Anivia. Oh my god, you don't want to feed Anivia. Anivia with 111 on CS. Compare that to Rise with only 80 on CS. Anivia really starting to pull ahead. A late game Anivia with ass loads of AP is gross. More accurately, though, we can say that Anivia is a stronger mid-game character in mid-late game. When it comes to late game, Anivias are not super duper effective. But mid-game, that egg is super hard to deal with. And that burst damage mid-game can be really gross. Let's take a look at the warding situation. That becomes really important once you get towards that 20-minute mark, right? So, right now, blue team has one ward in the river here, and no other wards that I can see on the map. Red team, look at that. Ward in the enemy jungle, ward in the enemy jungle, ward in the enemy jungle, 2 wards here in the enemy jungle, 2 wards here in the river, 1 ward here in the river. Very active warding on the red team. Let's see if that's going to help them pull ahead here once we get towards mid-game. Top tower already went down. Kale going FTW on this Garen. Garen forced to pull back. 2 tower advantage for red team right now as bottom tower went down as well. I was covering some other action. We missed that. As Cromar likes to say, these towers, once you get past the 15-minute mark, towers are just a bag of gold with a security system on them. Knock down some towers and you can make a lot of money. You generally don't want to knock down towers for newer players. You don't want to knock them down before the 15-minute mark, though. If you're winning your lane, you don't want to do that. And Ignite going off in this Kale. Does Kale have the ultimate? Kale did use the ultimate there, but it's not going to be enough because of all the slows going on, because of the hold there from Rise. Able to secure that kill. Nice job, Rise. He needs to get more gold. He needs to get more farmed because he's so far behind with this Anivia. Nice stun there. Nice skill shots. I got to say, this Anivia is proving to me to be one of the more skilled players in this game. This Anivia is the huge X factor and is really looking this new /Moon player, looking to be the all-star in this game. I'm really looking to this Anivia to really carry this team in mid-game if Red's going to be able to win this thing. Varus coming up from the bottom. It looks like we're setting up for a team fight. No, looks like red team's starting to disperse and go into their jungle, farming up those Rays. How's Varus doing on farm compared to Akali? Did pull ahead. Oh no, this Rise getting caught way out of position, getting bursted down immediately. Luckily, Varus was able to pick up the kill. Taric is gonna get dived, no doubt. Taric gets auto-attacked there to death. Now this Lee Sin's completely screwed, unable to escape. Kale survives with 45 HP. Now this red team is really starting to pull ahead in terms of kills. All those kills that were secured, putting this team up by 3K. Now they can go pick up Dragon. No, Dragon's unavailable. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. Jax able to push the top lane, continuing to farm Jax. I haven't monitored the farm of Jax versus the farm of Garen. Jax only ahead by 7 CS right now. Garen 0-3 though, picking up no kills. Will this Anivia die right now? Probably not. Nice wall. Oh my goodness, look at this skill. This freaking skill from this Anivia, slowing the crap out of this guy. I'm worried about Garen now. I'm worried about Garen because here comes Jax to finish this off. Nice flash. Oh, but Jax flashes. He's hungry for blood with the Ignite. Jax going to be able to finish this off. Garen with the speed boost, with the movement speed increase. One more leap. Nice save there by Lee Sin. Will it save him? Spin to win. Garen able to get out. Now Taric comes in with the dazzle. This Jax is all but dead. He dies. He gets taken out. Wow, what an exchange. What an exchange. Garen's so good at escaping. Spin to win, also spin to survive. That's gross. Will this Varus be able to take down the bottom tower? Varus needs to pull his ass out of there ASAP. I just missed a kill top. I'm going to go ahead and reverse this back. I want to see that because Anivia is such a huge factor. I'm going to reverse by 30 seconds and see what happened here. This KO got taken out by Akali in the river. Akali on a rampage with the red buff. Has his sights set on this Anivia in the top lane. Rise following up from the bottom. Will Rise be a factor here? No. Akali's going to solo kill this. The wall going down. Trying to stop the Akali. Now the Akali is on top of this egg. Will Rise come in here? Rise hitting creeps instead of working on that Akali. What is Rise doing? Doesn't matter. Akali's doing so much freaking damage right now, it doesn't even matter. Akali picking up 2 kills there. Starting to get fed. Forrest did not back. He did not back. He stayed in that bottom lane for too long, getting dazzled, getting Lee Sin. He has no chance to survive. He needs to make his time. Excuse me. Talking so much. Oh my gosh, never mind. He just made his time. Can Rise intercede in the jungle here? Rise just seems to have a lack of a map awareness. If Rise would have cut in there, he would have been able to secure this kill on Varus. Lack of map awareness by this Rise. Able to survive as that Varus. All his base did not belong to blue. It did not belong to blue. Oh, man. Nice job by Varus. I don't think Baron's going to get there in time, no. Red team has the big advantage on wards. We're seeing Garen start to place some here in the enemy jungle, though. Picking up that 20-minute Baron. The Baron timing's a little bit off this game. Oh my. Akali just picked up a kill on Kayle there in the top lane. Let's go ahead and give that an instant replay and see what happened. Akali attacking the top tower. He's got his double buff. Gonna take that down. Of course, Kayle's forced to come in here and try to deal with this. Slowing Akali, starting to hit Akali effectively. Akali just turning that around. Is Akali fed right now? 127 on CS, only with 4 kills. Look at that, just immediately with that burst damage and the creeps hitting that Kayle. Just sick burst damage by that Akali. That was nasty. Now the Jax is chasing down Akali because Jax doesn't have an Oracles, because there's a lack of vision wards. Akali's gonna be able to escape. Double buff Akali. Gonna turn that around on Jax? I don't know, that'll be a tough fight actually. With Jax with the protection of that tower, that's a real tough fight. Nice job by Akali deciding not to dive that Jax. It would have been close actually. It would have been real close. Rise there to assist top. We've got 3 in the jungle. Varus chilling on that red. We have an Oracles Alistar right now. This is their chance. If Varus and Jax are able to close in, the Oracles Alistar, if he can stay up and running, they will be able to secure the kill on Akali. Akali is seen right now. His invisibility unable to help him there. It doesn't matter. Rise is able to finish off that Alistar once Alistar's ultimate expired. Now gonna chase down the Jax. If Rise can connect with that hold, he does connect with the hold, but Garen wasn't there to secure the kill. They're all gonna decide to wisely pull back as Varus and Kayle deciding to show up. This Kayle is decently farmed with 92 CS. Oh my! There's the X Factor. Anivia coming in there, hitting that skill shot in the triangle bush. Varus able to secure the kill on Rise. Now we're evened up 15 to 15. This is non-stop. This is a freaking bloodbath. Look at this Anivia doing a great job of using her positioning to just scoot in and out, use skill shots here and there. Varus secures the Lee Sin kill. Anivia secures the Tara kill. Up 3 kills in that situation. Red came out way on top in those exchanges. Now pulling ahead in the gold by 2K. Still a very even match. And now we need to start looking at this Baron, because this Baron's next up on the plate. With this many kills out there, with both teams being fairly even, the Baron's going to be the huge X factor right now. Anivia's just fed as hell. Anivia's fed as hell. 5 kills, 159 CS. And there's the surrender. Wow, the surrender from blue team, recognizing that they were beat from that team fight. That was, I gotta say, that surrender was not necessarily warranted. I do feel like blue team did have a chance. They did have a chance to come back. Unfortunately, they were unable to. Nice job by red team pulling it down. MVP to this game definitely goes to that Anivia. Great Anivia play. Exciting match. Thanks for watching, guys. Playlist up in the top right. Playlist up in the top left. Channel link up in the top right. And don't forget to check out those League of Legends videos from League of Legends, from the TGN League of Legends Tournament number 2. Link in the video description below. Congratulations to Reboot Gaming for winning that one. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next cast.
FTW.